All right, so Aki is out, and I'm back. By the way, I went to Vegas I think like 12 days ago, and I got COVID, so I've been fighting that for like the past week. Everybody tells you, like, I haven't had it yet. Everybody tells you it's like a really bad cold, and you're like, all right, I can get through it. And then you remember like how bad a really bad cold feels like halfway through it. So like, I still can't taste anything, and I still can't smell anything, and I've got a cough, but everything else is kind of come and gone. So if you see any weird cuts, or if it sounds like I'm eating something, it's gonna get a cough drop. It's the only way I can like speak in more than 2 sentences without just coughing a lung up. Anyways, this is not a guide, by the way, or like trying to tell you how to play the character. This is like first impressions, and I'm kind of just gonna show you some of, I think, the important things that you have to figure out on the first day. I personally am not going to play this character. I'll be honest with you. I messed around with her throughout the maintenance because you know how like the character comes out like 15 minutes into the maintenance. I've been messing around with her for like an hour or two. Not my type of character, but there are some cool things I want to show you guys if you are going to play her, because there are a couple things that you should. First of all, you got to know your anti-airs, and this one seems really good. Quarter circle forward heavy punch. I tested against Ken's like jump heavy punch, the like really messed up one where it comes straight down, and it does hit pretty decently. Unless he's like right on top of you, then she'll slide under him, and then I think he can probably hit. But this is a pretty reliable anti-air. The quarter circle forward medium is good for like anti-airing forward jumps as well, and then back heavy kick. This is also good. So I think that's three that I found within like an hour. I'm sure there's other ones. I think you can even anti-air with like silly things too, like her sweep. I think you can anti-air with it. And we're only like 80 subs from 10,000. So if you could scroll down and check if you're subbed, I'd really appreciate it. Thanks so much. Take a look at her main kind of gimmick, which is this poison. See Jamie's kind of glowing purple, and when you do activate it, pretty, you know, everybody knows this. We've watched the 50,000 Twitter clips that they keep uploading. The thing about it though is a lot of her combo routes I think are going to depend on whether you hit them when they're poisoned or not. Also, this target combo, stand heavy punch, actually poisons. I think this might be the only normal that poisons. I don't know. If you find something different, let me know. But that target combo seems pretty useful. It poisons them, and I think you can hit confirm it. It feels like you could hit confirm it. Something I think they did really well is kind of streamlining her special moves. So if you do quarter circle back light punch, you'll get a fireball. If you do quarter circle back medium punch, you get the puddle. So it's all like on one command. If you do the heavy one, you get this little combo under thing. So you don't have like light, medium, and heavy fireballs. You have this one, you have EX. And of course you can like drive rush behind. Pretty, I think it should be pretty messed up. Now this is something everybody needs to learn, whether you're gonna play this character or not. How to deal with this move, how your character deals with this move, because this is what everybody's gonna be mashing all your rank matches for like the first 3 days. And it is not plus, by the way. Only the EX version is plus. EX version is +2 or +3, but all of these light, medium, heavy, these are all negative on block. They're like -3 or something, so you can take your turn back. You can also just anti-air it if you're fast enough, but if she's like right here, it's kind of hard to DP. Like, it's kind of hard to get a DP to come out fast enough to anti-air this, so you might experiment with like jump back jab or like air throw. Air throw might work. That's what I was doing on Cammy, is trying to air throw it. And sometimes you get it, sometimes you get a trade. So, you know, a trade is not the worst thing in this case, but it does kind of send you far back, and she is a zoner. That's the other thing, is like, this character it says she's a zoner, but then she has moves like, how do you do it? The one where she like does a little dolphin dive. That, she has moves like that just put her in. This move too, it's weird. She's like a zoner who has a bunch of ways in. I guess we could kind of talk about her stance while we're here. It's one of the reasons why I don't really see myself playing this character. This is her stance, where she just like goes on the ground and then she can follow up. I was doing her combo trials. You can cancel into the stance and then into a move really fast, and it will like combo. Like you can do, I don't remember what the combos were. They were like stand medium punch, cancel into the stance or something, and then you can go into this. I didn't realize it's combo filler. Like you can use it as a combo filler, but the input is just so weird. Like doing stand medium punch into down 2 punches just feels so strange, and I really don't like it. That, as well as the fact that she's just such a departure from any character that I play. You know, like, none of these are cancelable, which is very strange to me. Like, I play Cammy and like Chun-Li and Jury. Like, all those characters have special cancelable lows. Hers are pretty limited. I think she can probably cancel off of crouch medium punch. I think this crouch medium punch as well, if you're gonna play her, you should probably take note of this or like start experimenting with this button. I think this is gonna be your button to check drive rushes from like probably like mid screen or like even full screen if you can. Some characters you're not gonna be able to check their drive rush full screen, like DJ doing drive rush stand heavy punch. You're not checking that, but in like mid screen, using this to check drive rush and then canceling it into something or buffering into the little whip thing is probably something you'll love doing. This button seems pretty good. Also the whiff punish. I think this button would be pretty decent. Her sweep is strange. This is her sweep. It doesn't knock down. I guess it's kind of like a poke. It's not special cancelable, I don't think. So that's a little strange. This is her crouch heavy punch, and that's kind of her sweep. It's a bit of like a Street Fighter V Seth situation where his crouch heavy punch was his sweep and his crouch heavy kick was a poke. I think that's kind of how it is. Oh, also this button is plus forward heavy kick. So, you know, take note of that because people are going to use that against you in ranked, right? Forward heavy kick. You have to respect it. It's at least +2. Completely missed space is still +2. They're probably going to do drive rush into it. It's going to be like +6. Like you would need to remember that because I think it's her only plus normal as far as I could see. Her pokes are also like kind of weird. So she does have a good like stand light kick. You can buffer into special moves, kind of like Cammy's, right? Kind of like most characters in this game, you can buffer their stand light kicking. Stand medium kick seems like a good poke. I've seen people do drive rush stand medium kick. You're like plus, and then if it hits, you can do, I think this. I think you could do her little jabs or like crouch medium punch or something. Something for you to lab out if you're gonna play this character. Her stand heavy kick, or sorry, crouch heavy kick, like we talked about. Maybe that's a good, you know. This button, I saw Nemo say this. He played her at Tokyo Game Show. He said this button is pretty good for poking them while they're poisoned, because if it hits, you can confirm into that target combo, then you re-poison them. But he was using this a lot. Also in the corner, it seems really good because if you do this, see how it kind of launches them? I think you can do something afterwards if they're already poisoned, right? If they're already poisoned, it launches them, and then you can do the little special move. It kind of acts like Cammy stand heavy punch in the corner, where they don't have anywhere to go to like make it whiff, so you can really bully them with this stand heavy punch, and then you just hit confirm it into poison or into a launcher, get something like that out of it. You can, I think you could do super there too because they're juggled. There's a decent amount of like command normals too, which they seem kind of situational. We talked about this one. This is her only like plus move, and then this one is her overhead down for medium punch. This one is extremely slow, but it cancels into super. It's kind of weird. Look how slow it is, but I'm sure you'll catch somebody with that. I don't know how you'll catch them with it, but you'll catch them with it sometime. A jumping attack they can hit behind you. I didn't even look at this one. Ooh, down forward heavy. Forward heavy, what was it? Yeah. Oh, during a forward jump. My bad. Oh. It's like, it's kind of like Chun's down forward heavy kick where she switches sides, but you have to do it during a forward jump. And does it cross up? Dude, that's really weird. Look at her. I'm doing the move. I can't tell what side I'm going to end up on. And it doesn't even hit. That's a really strange move. Also, her jumping like heavy kick is really strange. Look at it. What is that? She looks like a shrimp. Looks like a crawfish or something. If you are serious about playing this character though, go look at the character guide. It'll show you like how the character is supposed to be played, how all her moves are supposed to work, and all the properties and everything like that. It's pretty useful. And then go do the combo trials. You don't have to memorize the combos. A lot of the time they're not optimal combos and you won't use them in games, but it'll show you what cancels into what, which is pretty important to know. When it comes to like, you know, the advanced stuff, you know, the drive rush extension combos, all these tech videos with the Oki setups and all this stuff, You'll get there, okay? You'll get there. You'll start learning it. You'll start coming up with your own setups and stuff like that. Just take baby steps. I don't have any tech videos planned for that character. I'm not gonna play her. I just wanted to talk about it a little bit, talk about my first impressions, and talk to you guys because I haven't really made a video in a while, and it was kind of bothering me. Like I wanted to, but I was going through it, brother. I had like a fever for multiple days. I was coughing. I'm still coughing. Like it was a lot, and this was this was a low effort video I could make that I wanted to make that wouldn't overextend me too much. I'm still having trouble with my with my lungs, I guess. Like I can't breathe very deep right now. And I can't talk for very long without coughing if I don't have a cough drop or if I'm not medicated. But I think I'm over the worst of it. So I'm gonna start making videos again. Start playing the game again. I haven't played the game in like 20 days or something like that. It's the longest I haven't played Street Fighter in a while. But it's probably a good break. Honestly, it was probably a good break because I was getting pretty frustrated before I left. But yeah, I hope you guys will stick around. Thank you for sticking around, even though I haven't posted in a while. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider subscribing, and I'll talk to you again very soon.